Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and today I'm going to bring you another High Elves versus Dark Elves matchup. So I'm the High Elves again, and my opponent over there is the Dark Elves, and you can see we are starting pretty dang close to each other. So let me go over the army composition. So I've brought 4 White Lines of Traits again, along with another 4 Spearmen. I've brought 2 Dragon Princes, a Noble, and a Teclis. I've also got 2 Illyrian Reaver Archers. For my opponent, he's got 4 Dread Spears in the front, 4 Black Ark Corsairs in the front. In the back line, he has 2 Blackguard and Nagaron, 2 Dark Shards, and a Witch Elf, as well as 2 more Dread Spears. For his lord, he's got Malekith on a chariot. Alright, so let's get into gear here. So I'm just going to go around the edge and try to get around behind him and start doing some skirmishing. Not really any good targets over here that I can really damage. He's going to be sending Malekith straight up front to get a charge into these Spearmen. Let's see how much damage that does. And, didn't do any damage. Very strange. So I'm trying to get my Dread Spears into his Spears and my White Lines of Trace onto his Black Ark Corsairs. Gonna do a quick charge in with my Dragon Princes and pull them straight back out. Gonna do a charge over here on these Dragon Princes, but I'm gonna leave these guys, I forget about them, and I'm gonna leave them in too much, and too long. Gonna drop a net over here so I can concentrate on getting Malekith down. And I actually didn't see these Witch Elves, so Teclis is in a very dangerous place. And because I didn't see these Witch Elves, these Dragon Princes are also in a very dangerous place. Gonna pull these Dragon Princes out and go for some more charges. I see that his back line is pretty vulnerable right now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these guys and put them into melee mode and come after these Dark Shards. These guys are going to get intercepted by some Black Ark Corsairs, but I just need to stop these guys from firing because they can do so much damage. I'm going to come in for a recharge on these Dark Shards. These Spearmen are right here, but I'm pretty confident that I can pull out. So these Dragon Princes do get caught by the Witch Elves, so they're pretty much gone. That was a huge mistake on my part. Seeing that finally noticing that the Witch Elves were here, I got Teclis out of there as soon as I can. But, yeah, it's going to be tough for me. He's chasing me with these Black Ark Corsairs. I'm just going to keep on pulling back with these Illyrian Reavers. Dropping a regrowth on these Dragon Princes. Realizing that these Dragon Princes are pretty much out and down. Gonna do a rear charge on these Dread Spears over here. Hoping to finish them off real quick. Be able to break them and have these guys charge into these guys. Gonna turn around, charge my Dragon Princes into these Dread Spears. The reason I did that is because they are not braced. When they're not braced, they do not get the advantages of basically being a spearman, besides they're anti-large. So they're not braced and they're all spread apart, so I'm easily able to pull through them. So as far as the frontline battle goes, it's pretty even right now. I mean, he's going to win. He has better troops than me. And I want y'all to see what Malekith on a chariot can do. So you can see this group's holding fairly well. I mean, his Black Ark Corsairs are trading about the same as my... Malekith's just gonna come in here with a rear charge, and this whole side is just gonna like fall apart. Chasing off these Dark Shards a little bit further than I probably should have with these Dragon Princes. Trying to get on Malekith over here, try to finish him off. He's very low. Pulled my Noble out, and I'm gonna be pulling him around over here very soon. Gonna come in for some more rear charges over here. I really want to break this flank over here so I can start collapsing. But this pocket did break apart, so that's very unfortunate for me. So Malekith being here kind of collapses this whole pocket, and that's really bad for me. I got these Illyrian Reaver Archers on these Dark Shards, and they're going to beat them in melee, although with Murderous Prowess stuff, they're doing pretty dang good. And these guys are about to lose their martial prowess, so these Dark Shards with shields with Murderous Prowess up might actually be able to beat these Illyrian Reavers in melee. So I'm kind of reforming lines over here. I got a Spearman and a White Line of Trace over here. I'm just going to start running cycle charges on this blob over here. And as you can see, these Dragon Princes are up to 86 kills, so they're doing pretty okay. He's got Malekith going after my Illyrian Reaver Archers. I do lose micro on him, and he does get to them, and just going to rat them off. So, I see that Malekith is isolated over there. I'm going to send my Noble straight at him, and I'm going to send Teclis over there too. Although he does get caught up on these spears. Honestly, I left these Dragon Princes. No, those guys I meant to leave in here. I should still be pulling these guys out and cycle charging. I'm doing some cycle charges with the Dragon Prince over here. I'm hoping that this Noble is going to be able to take out Malekith over here. I got an infleeting foe on him, but he's just not able to land any hits, unfortunately. I think he got one. But that is very unfortunate for me. So he's got some Dark Charge back over here, and if they're allowed to fire, they can do immense damage to my Dragon Princes. So I'm going to pop a regrowth on them and have them charge over there. I really want to keep these guys Martial Mastery up. Do they have Martial Mastery, or is it Martial Prowess for them too? Martial Masteries. Yeah, so they are much stronger when they are above 50% health. So I'm trying to chase down Malekith over here. He's super low, but I just can't get on him. This guy's doing a very good job at screening his chariot with his infantry there. I'm going to be pulling some guys back into the battle over here. But with Malekith coming in here, my main blob is going to fall apart. I'm going to try and come in from Malekith here, but these Blackguard and Nagron are going to be here, so I veer off. But I see this blob is pretty vulnerable, so I'm going to charge into here. Man, if they're not braced, Dread Spirits will just get eaten up by Dragon Princes. So he's just trying to screen with his Blackguard and Nagron again. And Malekith is pretty much just having his way. It has some Illyrian Reaver archers shooting at him, but they don't have the volume of fire right now to be able to do anything. He brings Malekith out, and I'm just going to keep on shooting on him. He is dropping a Soul Stealer, but it doesn't go off for some reason. Seeing that Soul Stealer, I was getting away from my main blob over here. But I send him back, and I don't notice that a second Soul Stealer goes down. So that's pretty much exactly what he wants it. Like all my troops here, he's going to do a ton of damage, and that is really bad on my part. Really bad. So, I'm just running from his troops over here with my Illyrian Reaver archers, doing cycle charges with these Dragon Princes. So Spearmen are going to get on them, and I don't get to charge on them, unfortunately. But I am going to charge through straight onto these Black Archers, I think. No, I'm going to turn after these guys. That's a bad decision. Hindsight is 2020, my friends. So, Teclis is kind of getting caught over here, so I'm going to drop a net of Amatok and pull him out. Caught the Potion of Shiroi. Definitely don't want Teclis going down. Because if he goes down, then my whole army will definitely shatter. I got my really weak group of Dragon Princes and Illyrian Reaver archers out here just mowing over any routing troops. I definitely don't want them to come back. And at this point, I'm thinking there's no way I have this. But you know what? Some amazing things can happen in Total War if you fight to the very end. So that's what I'm going to do. As we learned from my battle yesterday. So I have these Illyrian Reavers. They're just bowling over some guys as they charge through. I don't think they lost any models there, but their leadership is going down from so many enemy units being around. See some isolated Black Arc Archers. Gonna go over here and finish them off. And I just really, if I have any chance of winning this, I have to kill Malekith. So basically, I'm just running around him. I have all the mobility right now, reforming what little I have back here, and waiting for a chance to hit Malekith. Let's go ahead and speed it up here as we get through this. Have these Illyrian Reaver archers charge these Dread Spears, but they do lose. That's to be expected from Illyrian Reaver archers. Gonna do a quick charge over here, and here we come. I see Malekith's on the edge of his formation, so I'm gonna run in. But he can pull straight through his troops with his chariot, and that's why I think chariots might be a little bit too powerful. But while these guys are distracted with this noble, I'm gonna come in for a rear charge with these Dragon Princes. Malekith over here is just going all around, just doing his thing. I see he's on the edge of his formation, so I'm going to see if I can get a hit on him with Teclis, and I do believe I did. And I'm just going to keep on running charges here. I see that Malekith is going out of his formation, so I'm going to send these Dragon Princes straight after him. Unfortunately, for some reason, he seems to be able to pull through even cavalry pretty well, but they are doing some good damage on him. Yeah, they don't surround him. I feel like they don't surround nearly as well as they did in Warhammer 1. Cavalry, that is. So I got this noble on him, and he's almost dead. I really, really need to kill him. So he's spearmen right here, and can they do it? He's got 276 health left. He does rout, so this is my chance. At this point, I'm thinking maybe I do have a chance. He does have two fairly healthy groups of Blackguard and Nagron, but if I can keep on cycle charging him, I can do a really good job. So Malekith is going to get away. I just can't seem to get many hits on him. And I'm just going to make sure he gets off the battlefield with these Dragon Princes. Meanwhile, Teclis is over here helping out these spearmen, but he's going to get out of there real quick as those are Blackguard and Nagron, and they will absolutely shred cavalry of any kind. But it's very important that I get Malekith off the field, whether by killing him or having him rout. So I do end up killing him over here. Seeing these guys are running to save him, they're not braced, going to charge him down, and they're probably going to, yeah, they just rout instantly. So I'm making sure that he doesn't have anything left that he could come back at me with. And these spearmen are holding them up just long enough for me to come back with some charges. And those rear charges, although the Blackguard and Nagron are a direct counter, since they're not braced, I'm going to do a lot of damage on the charge. And that's what the Dragon Prince is all about, that charge damage. Gonna come in and then pull out. And keep on doing that. And hoping I can win. I do have a regrowth, so I'm going to pop that on them. They're going to go after Teclis right here. And I'm just going to pull them back. So at this point, I've got a few cavalry left. I got both my heroes left still. I got some Illyrian Reaver archers. Every time he's not braced, I'm going to go in for a charge. So they are winning in combat right now. So it's very important to get these guys out immediately. Because if these guys turn around and get even a few hits, I have so few models that it'll be devastating. Making sure to use the rest of my units to write off any other units to reduce army losses. And the balance of power is actually in my favor right now, which I find surprising. Because if I stood and fought, I'd have no chance. Gonna run Teclis in here, use him to pin down all these guys, then run in some Dragon Princes in the back. And have my second group also cycle charge. And it's so close now, guys. So I see that they're almost broken, so I'm gonna send Teclis back in. Hopefully that'll shatter them, and it does. So a very, very close game. The Dark Elf versus High Elf matchup is a tough one. But I made a lot of mistakes, but I was able to pull it out. And I think I'm definitely starting to get better at this game. So, for my army, Teclis did a good job with his magic. Noble he got a lot of damage on Malekith, although he didn't end up killing him. Spearmen and White Lines of Trace just held the line most of the time. These guys got a lot of kills. I wonder what they were fighting. Look at my Dragon Princes. These are the ones I wasted, and they still got 132 kills, so that's pretty great. Same thing with my Illyrian Reavers. They were mostly hunting down units that were routing. But that can be very important, guys, and ultimately that's what led to me winning. So Malekith on Chariot, 174 kills, no surprise there. Rest of his army did pretty garbage except for his Blackguard and Nagron, also no surprise there. He could have protected his Dark Shards better, I think, though. But anyway, good game to my opponent Crow_FFF, and this is all for this one, guys. This is JonTaun for Brohammer signing out.